Hello guys, and welcome to Sochi for the Russian Grand Prix of this Backmarker career of mine. Unfortunately, my recorder seems to have acted up again and has recorded this entire race without any audio whatsoever. So you're going to be putting up with a short recap of the entire race with some music in the background instead of engine noise and screeching tires and all that kind of stuff. So not too much to say. We had a decent qualifying session. We managed to start in 5th on the grid here. Also, there is a big chance of rain later in the race, so we have opted for a setup that gives us sort of a mix between downforce and speed on the long straights there. And as you can see here, we get a pretty good start. We actually managed to squeeze into 2nd here, almost bumping tires with Hamilton here in the first corner. He's going to have the advantage on us and is going to pull away with that powerful engine of his. However, we are going to be coming down the inside of him here and just outbraking him, just cutting the corner a little bit. And for a short time in this Russian Grand Prix, we are in 1st position. And that lasts until lap 6, where Hamilton is getting tired of us and just blows by us with that Mercedes engine of his. And although we do manage to hang with him for a few corners here, eventually we are not able to do anything about this and just have to accept that we are now in 2nd position and looking to start defending from Rosberg and Vettel, who are in 3rd and 4th position. Hamilton really appears to have gotten his championship pace back here in these last couple of races. Again, he is pulling out a huge gap on everyone else early, and as a matter of fact, we are keeping Rosberg and Vettel at bay, about 2 or 3 seconds behind us right now. So somehow Hamilton has found an extra gear that Rosberg currently is unable to match, and it's going to be a nail biter, I guess, as to who's going to win this championship. Lap 21, everything is pretty much status quo. Hamilton's still leading the race. Rosberg is in 3rd. We are in 2nd. And as you can see, it is starting to rain at the moment. And we really should be coming in for our pit stop on this lap. But we decide to stay out for another couple of laps and make the switch directly to intermediates. And as you could probably see, we started on primes in this race, and both Rosberg and Vettel started on the option tires, meaning they were in the pit about 5 or 6 laps ago. So with a little luck, we should be able to rejoin the race ahead of both of them, and we do. Lap 26, the weather is getting really crazy here, and we almost lose the car coming into this right-hander here before we go out on the long DRS straight. Vettel makes the most of an opportunity, goes down the inside of us, and is just able to accelerate away on the long straight. Lap 27, the time has come to make the switch from intermediates to full wets, and it's going to be very interesting to see what is going to happen now. Usually in F1 2014, the AI has a big advantage over human-controlled players using wheels in a full wet race. However, I'm not sure whether or not this is down to my setup or if it's just the track. I did, however, get very, very good performance out of the car here in Sochi in a full wet race, and as you can see, I have Ricciardo about 1.5 seconds behind me at the moment, and I was actually able to keep Ricciardo at bay for about good 15-20 laps with no real issues there. So that was very positive, and again, I'm not really sure whether or not it was down to the track or whether it was down to my setup. I really hope it was the setup, and I'm going to be testing it some more. However, we do make a little bit of a mistake and come out on the intermediate tires maybe 1 or 2 laps too soon, resulting in us losing the back end in a corner and spinning a little bit and losing a position to Felipe Massa, who is now in 5th. And as you can see right now, we are outracing Jenson Button about 1.5 seconds per lap at this stage in the race, and the skies are really starting to clear, and there's a distinct dry line developing here. Lap 48, the track has almost dried up entirely, and the time has come to switch to a set of option tires for the last 5 laps. 4 laps later, everything is still status quo. Massa is ahead of us in 5th position. We are in 6th. It appears Bottas has overtaken Button behind us and is now in 7th position. And Lewis Hamilton takes another much-needed win to stay alive in the championship race. And I'm not really sure where Rosberg is at the moment, but I would expect him to be in 2nd position. And it appears that Lewis Hamilton takes the win in style, setting the fastest lap of the race here on the very last lap. And this is going to be our last lap as well, as we have been lapped once by Hamilton. We finished in 6th position. I have to say that given the fact that it was raining cats and dogs for pretty much 20 laps of this race and how the car handled in those circumstances, 6th place is a very good result indeed. Lewis Hamilton takes the win here. Nico Rosberg is in 2nd. Vettel is in 3rd ahead of his teammate Ricciardo. Massa is 5th, and we end up in 6th position. So once again, the championship race is all down to the 2 Mercs. Nico Rosberg currently leading, but a very, very on-form Lewis Hamilton is definitely making a race of it. And again, guys, I apologize for the goof with the no sound in this particular recording and the very short recap of the entire race, but I'll be back soon enough with the US Grand Prix of this Backmarker career. Bye-bye.